Hello everyone and welcome back to the Battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We have another Pauper video for you today. We are playing some Naya Gates. This is a 5-0 list from the deck dumps that piqued my interest because I saw this really cool card over here, Cerulean Gatekeepers. I remember playing this in Ravnica Gatecrash draft, and I loved playing Gates and just playing this, the Gatekeepers, the white Gatekeepers, the blue Gatekeepers, just getting lots of value off it. So it's pretty huge when you read it. 2 or more gates, if you control them, you gain 7 lives. So this with like core Skyfisher, bouncing this and gaining 7 lives, it could be pretty good. Outside of this build, you can see it's basically a white deck. So this is going into Weenie Wednesday. Apologies for that. It's basically just a white deck with some very minimal green and red pips. So it's running a couple of lightning bolts, a couple of gate creeper vines, which I think is probably a huge asset to this deck instead of the standard Jeskai core gates list, because it's a thing to come up the board, and it also gets mana fixing, and it gets the Basilisk Gates, which is always good. Or it gets, like Heat Gate or something like that if you need that other untapped land or different mana fixing. This deck feels like it's just geared towards beating burn. So it's got the early interaction, and then it's just running the 4 Sacred Cats, 4 Outlaw Medics, 3 Armadillo Cloaks, Prismatic Strands, and the Cerulean Gatekeepers. So it's running so much life gain. I feel like once it starts rolling down the hill, it's just going to destroy a lot of the aggro decks. Sideboard wise, it's a pretty stock list. A lot of the mainstays when you're looking at Naya sideboards and stuff. So Dust to Dust, and you've got Casting Defiers for this artifact builds that we might be fighting against. Casting Defiers, a good card, is also a way to deal with multiple X1s, which is pretty good. I could see maybe playing like an Electric or something like that, but we can see how these games go anyway. 4 Red Blast, which I just agree with. Sometimes people run like 2 more, depending if Terror and stuff are big. I haven't seen Fairies in ages, which is pretty interesting. I do like these Standard Bearers because it's good against the Mirror Match. Well, not really Mirror Match. Not many people play Naya Gates, but this actually stops Basilisk Gate if your opponent has Basilisk Gate in play, because it just says target creature, so you can target any creature. It also helps with, if you have Standard Bearer in play, you can then feel a little bit nicer putting these Armadillo Cloaks on creatures, Over here, the Weather the Storms, we've got 2. Again, probably just to help push through the Madness Burn matchup. We've seen Madness Burn before in this channel. Sometimes it just absolutely dumpsters you with really fast hands. So anything that can kind of keep the momentum to get into that mid-game, we can quite easily win. It's running 2 Relics, probably just for the Spy combo and for Madness Burn again. So like I said, it's very tech towards this Madness Burn. I'll be interested to see how it goes against Madness Burn and what actually feels good and what might be overkill. It would be interesting to see. But besides that, I think it's a pretty cool solid deck with lots of value. And who doesn't like casting Wrath and Chrysalis a bunch of times? So, and of course, Guardian of the Guild Pack, you can't forget that. And it's probably the main white weenie card in Pauper. So I feel like we need to give this a good go with it, in Pauper nowadays, especially for Weenie Wednesdays. Let's see how we go with this deck in the league. Now, bear in mind, I've already played these matches. I've just cold match 1. It was atrocity. I was fatigued and tired, so I just took it away after round 2 and did quite well with this deck. So I'll see you in round 2. Apologies, you do not want to see round 1. All right, we're on the draw for this one. We'll keep this, just lands and spells, interaction, all the good stuff. We're naming obviously white with Cliffgate, then playing a Basilisk Gate, and then playing our white creatures. Okay, so more black decks. Storm count 1. I wonder why that's coming up all the time. I don't know. I kind of just want to draw another gate, to be honest, so we can get our colours and we can drop these Raven Inspectors down. Yeah, good. Let's play that. White, red, let's get green. Let's play Thraben. Let's go. The next time we just play another Thraben and just crack a clue, or play an Outlaw Medic. We can just play the Outlaw Medic, actually. The old Chittering Rats has been called. We'll just put any card on top, I guess. We'll be drawing anyway. Yeah, I like playing the Outlaw Medic now, so let's just go Basilisk Gate, play the Raven Inspector. That way we can just triple block it as well, so they can't really cast down and get rid of 1 creature. It's cool artwork. The old Limbus. Yep, get rid of one. And we're definitely still going to offer the blocks here. No, okay. Looks like a mono black list to some extent. And what's good against mono black is... We'll attack with Outlaw Medic first, just get that lifelink. Getting that life, and then we'll play this Basilisk Gate. Because we don't really care if we end up discarding this Heap Gate. Yeah, I feel like their deck can't really beat a Guardian of the Guild Pact. Think about what they run that will do that, and I can't think of anything. We just double gate it and get it done. Yeah. Let's play this, so you want to... Yeah. Let's just do a gate onto Allmate. And do I just want to play... We'll tap that, and let's tap... Oh, we can't do it all anyway. So I'm wondering if it's more worth it just draw a card. I think it might be, to be honest. The Blood Fountain doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just going to crack a clue and try and hit another... I probably should have done this in main phase 1, just in case if we drew anything interesting. You know what, let's actually just do it in their turn. It doesn't change the clock anyway. Yep, cast down that. I mean, they can start grey merchanting us, I guess. I guess one grey merchant, and then at least we can just get rid of it with the Thraben Charm. Sure. We probably just end up Thraben Charming the Jittering Routes. Oh, I guess we can wait till end step. Let's just wait till end step to see if they do anything else interesting. Oh, here it is. It's a ninja. It is. See, this is why good things come to people that wait. They do get to play the Chittering Routes again though, but you know. Well, we'll just play all our stuff out. Yeah, we'll just name one on that. We've got all our stuff. Honestly, we're so close to just, you know, getting there with a lot, but I think we will... Let's just attack for 8, and then, yeah, we just keep the interaction up. Yeah, it's hard to deal with, especially their deck. Let's bring in the relics. Nothing else is really good against them here. I could bring in the standard bearers just as a way to just take an elf or something, but yeah. I think this is fine. The bolts are still good. Second round, just prismatic strands are all good. I think this deck's just already running all the correct cards anyway, so we'll just see how this goes. Alright, we're on the draw. This hand's good. Chrysalis is just generally a good card. We have interaction again. So we're probably going to go white-green, then red-white. Yep, this is a bog. This looks like it's just mono black. I know we saw... Like we saw the Demir Aqueduct, but I think genuinely it isn't. It's just purely used as the, you know, extra land drops and stuff and smooth things over. Yeah. Yeah, exiles a card from the hand. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think close kind of our worst card, so I might just do that. I kind of want all these other lands. Okay, let's play a Basilisk Gate and play an Outlaw Medic. There's a world as well where I could have just played the Citadel Gate on Boros, so we could do Lightning Board if you wanted to. This is probably just getting rid of that, to be honest. And then our turn we'll just play the Cliff Gate. Keep the Outlaw Medic. Do they have no land? They do. I'm playing a Blood Fountain. Yeah, we'll play this one named white. Just pass. And we'll sadly probably just get rid of the mana gate if they have another skullcap snail. Yeah. I wonder what they pick up. It's just ready powder, makes sense. If they have a cast down, we'll cast it there though, so. I mean, I'm just gonna be playing a little bit defensively here. Because if they have a cast down and they're attacking, I'm mindful of ninjutsu, that's the thing. Yeah, I really want to attack with the Outlaw Medic. I technically could. But I'm not in love with the idea. Interesting. Very interesting. So, I just want to do one gate, and I'm going to play this, and I'm actually going to name... I still want to name white. We have so many white spells. And then let's just toast up the Outlaw Medic. And we'll keep up this bolt in case I want to ninjutsu us. And we'll tackle the Outlaw Medic. We'll keep everything else back. Ooh, what's this? What is this? Oh, just a snuff out. Okay. That's alright. We draw a card. That is fine with us. And we drew another gate. Interesting. And them drawing a cast down here will be very good for them. I'm going to keep my spawns around because I actually kind of want to attack them. Okay. Here I'm just going to get rid of the mana gate. And this tells me they don't have a cast down. Inspect is nice. Let's just cook up... Yeah, still just, I think, do this. And then we can play the other Citadel gate and then... Oh, sorry, I should play the land first anyway. But let's just attack 5. It's going to be a little bit annoying to get through all this extra stuff. Let's name, this is naming, yeah, let's name red. Play this. Say go. Yes, they can Blood Fountain, bring back the snail and what have you, but we genuinely have like multiple ways to pump our creatures and make them real deals, you know? Yeah, Grim Ball. And what are you targeting with that? Yep, Thread Inspector, makes sense. We'll just hold on to this bolt. Okay, okay. Let's just soup up 2 of these spawns, I say. We don't go too crazy. Go on one, and then we'll go on the other and get in, and we'll play the cat. Or we can just keep the bolt up. Yeah, we have plenty of threats up. Let's just go this, this. Get in with both. Because it feels pretty bad just to cast down these. Yeah, looking like that. And they're probably just going to... I'm not going to cast either, because if they Blood Fountain and then they go Refurbish Familiar first, which they probably won't. It's fun they can cast down that. They've got 1 card left, and yes, they can Blood Fountain, but I have 2 7/8s I'll be smacking with every turn. So maybe I could have played Sacred Cat, I guess. But they're going to go Snail and Refurbish Familiar. Limbus, okay. Good draw. So yeah, let's just exile the Lightning Bolt. And then they can refurbish Familiar, we'll discard the Sacred Cat. Don't really want them drawing cards here. It's a good one. We'll definitely sack a creature. So on our turn, unless we draw an Armadillo Cloak. Strands, okay. Well, let's just crack this first. Let's do one and then, yeah, I don't want a double pump. Let's just do one pump and then a Sacred Cat. Oh no, double pump. I do want a bunch of threats though. All right, let's just go play this and we'll play the cat and pass. And they have a lot more going on. Then we can just triple into everything. 1, 2. We can almost triple into everything. We need a lot more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can double. And then call it a day. The old Volta Whispers, eh? There's not much I can do about this refurbished familiar. Alright, so now we get the run of the pen now. I don't really want to draw more of these strands. Let's go into you. Take one more. And just do one to the Sacred Cat, attack with both. Fudge a bolt in my hand. And I might want to file that. Yeah. That's when there's the Spinning Darkness. That's fine with me. Let's go attacks. As long as I have a creature in play, this deck kind of gets it done. Chrysalis was annoying last game, but yeah, it seems to just do a good job. Yeah, it's pretty good. And this kind of telegraphs that we have another strands in our hand if we're exiling a Prismatic Strands. Yep. That's pretty annoying. We'll just take this now. I'd love to draw a Guardian of the Guild Pact again. That just like locks it in. We're not going triple, so we'll just play this. And I mean, I'm probably just going to get a normal land, to be honest. Actually, do we just get the Basilisk Gate? No, we'll probably get a where are you? Probably a Heat Gate, to be honest. We'll play the Heat Gate. And let's just go hardcore into this Outlaw Medic. If you just do the spawn in the medic. They've gained a lot more, they've drawn a lot more cards than me, but hopefully this just kind of gets there. They're just going to do block both and do exactly what I did last time. There we go. Yep, getting 2 snails back. I think I'd still prefer if I was them to... Oh no, they got the Refurbished Familiar back. Yep, exile my Prismatic Strands. It's not doing anything for me. Play Refurbished Familiar, draw a card. We'll just sack the Gatecreeper Vine, that kind of attack. And then we're just kind of back where we were before, eh? Can I just draw an Armadillo Cloak or something? And that's not that good. Let's go Ham into 1, ham into 2, attack. Let's attack. And then you will just play as a course guy. If you should pick up a land, play a land. Have to be mindful of crypt rats. But they're top decking as well, so I think it's still correct to do this. I'll just pick up the hit gate, I guess. Play the hit gate. You can say go, and then there we have it. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. Oop, they're searching for stuff. Oh, another blood fountain. That's so painful. These blood fountains. This is the third blood fountain we've been through, and this made this game go for so long. And they're just playing a troll, are they? Okay. Alright, deck. Interesting. Well, let's just put a bunch of mana into this one. And then... I mean, we still have to do just... both this and the flyer, I think, anyway, so we'll go white. We'll attack with both. Just gain 9 again. Like, you could put stuff into both the outlaw medic twice. But we just, I don't know, we have to somehow win this game. And we just play out this. And just pick up the heat gate, I guess. The cores I feel like should probably be a Squadron Hawk or something like that. That's one way to draw a lot of cards. That's all I need. Cast down. Doesn't do it. They have a refurbished familiar. They can blood fountain for another familiar. It's pretty good. I mean, they've been through some snuff outs as well. Well, at least now we can just plug everything. And I mean, I think they do have a cast down, so let's just go onto here. It's still not lethal, you know what I mean? And we still attack with everything. I think I'd rather Spin Darkness the Outlaw Medic. Anyway, let's attack with everything. I'm just triple blocking that. I mean, what do I want to get here then? 6, it's a 6/5/5. Okay, so they're all gonna just go away. That's fine. They got a 2, and then bluff out and get 2 creatures back. I mean, Tithing Blade's legit. The thing is, I feel like them being able to finish the game is going to be a lot harder to do because I'm on 61. I'm still drawing cards. They don't have many cards either. They have to still Blood Fountain and bring back 2 creatures to block both these creatures. And they're going to be huge. I mean, getting the refurbishment is pretty free though, isn't it? And just draw 2 more cards. That's kind of legit. Kinda legit. The problem though as well is that we still run armadillos, so I mean this is very painful though. Please don't pass with 2 mana up. Okay, that's good. So we can draw Armadillo's Cloak here and then win the game. And honestly, I'm just going to double into this Outlaw Medic. Oh, Chrysalis is good. Alright, we're definitely playing the Chrysalis. Because we do... I mean, yeah, let's just do this and then we can play Chrysalis. Red, green, and then just do it like this, and then we'll sack, and then do the other one on the Core Skyfisher and attack with both. Load it up. Alright, attack with both. This is crazy. And then next turn obviously we go like into the 3 small creatures and then try and get lethal again, I guess. They can't even Crypt Rats us because they will die. So yeah, I think they've just run out of tools. They need more cast downs, but we have more creatures than they have cast downs. Please, 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 please don't play the Blood Fountain. It's painful. Okay, draw more cards. You need 3 more blockers and 5 mana left. That's not going to do it. This looks like a GG now. There's no way you can get through multiple blockers. Yeah, GG. There we go. Alright, we're on the draw again. I think this hand's fine as well, to be honest, because we got lands and spells. I'm going to go like, yeah, green, white, red, white. Chrysalis on 4. Just play these Sacred Cats. And then that's on that. And Sacred Cat's good against Madness Burn. So, you know, we take this. And Armadillo Cloak on a Wrathing Chrysalis is also very good. So we have to count the W's, you know? The amount of times I've like kept hands with like White Wing and stuff have been like, this is a good burn hand, and then we don't play against burn, but we're actually playing against Madness Burn now. So this should be an interesting game, I think. The old Kitchen Imp, probably in for 2. Yep. You have to attack. Yes, yes, yes. We've got a lot of lifelink, so I'm hoping we can survive. Having multiple Chrysalis is nice. Let's just name red. Play another one of these. Attack with our cat. Play the Naya Gates. I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Chrysalis into Armadillo Cloak into Chrysalis is a pretty sick play. And these Sacred Cats are flunging anyway because we can just embalm them back. Because that's when they're doing nothing else for that mana, so... Epicure, okay. Chain Lightning to the face. No, I'm not going to play the red. Interesting though. Now I got double white. I think maybe I do name red, and then I can reflect the Chain Lightning. Should be cool as. Alright, we just play Naya Gate. Let's name red. Screw it. We've got 2 white sources. And the quicker we get this Armadillo Cloak on, the better. Yep. 2 cards left. 10 arms, yeah. Will it be enough though? That is the question. Okie dokie. Yeah, we'll still play the heap gate. Let's attack. We're on 8, but we're going to, yeah, we're going to be able to block this madness. We're going to 10. And I'm just hoping that, you know, we'll block that thing and then we'll just see how we go. But if we're able to set up where we can go, because next time we can play the other Chrysalis, and then I'm pretty sure we can play out, because we've got a forest here, we can almost play out red-green. Yeah, we can just play out the Armadillo Cloak on the Wrathing Chrysalis and make it huge and attack with lifelink. And that should seal the deal, I think. Especially with Trample. And they can feel pretty good as well because they have lots of, like they're on 20, so they can feel like, okay, there's no way we can lose this from here. But no one expects the double Wrathing Chrysalis into an Armadillo's Cloak. And that's exactly what's in my hand. Yep, and this is just targeting face. Makes sense. They can't attack with the imp. I mean, how good's this? Like, technically they should be on like 2 or something like that with all our lifelink shenanigans. We have to block this because they could have a Fire Blast. And if they Fire Blast the Chrysalis, then I'm fine with that. I'd be mindful of Fire Blast as well, though. So let's go... let's play the forest. And I don't care too much about the other one getting huge, but I care about this one getting huge. Okay, now it's out of that mana. Let's play this. Red, green, and then we have the white. I mean, let's just sack these now, to be honest. And let's just plug this on, you know? And that's on that. See if it's like a tank concede. No, it's not. And can I... No, it's not enough anyway. That's right, let's just attack. And we'll attack with the Sacred Cats anyway. They're not doing anything else. Yep, I'll gain 10. Take the trample, I'll gain life, a lot of life. And then, yep, your turn. Your turn. And we're just going to get a gate and then put it on the Wrathing Chrysalis. And make it even bigger. Give it the old +4. Yep. Okie dokie. So, we want this. Those 2 ones can be very annoying. We want Weather the Storm. That's not very good. Red Blast not very good. Standard Bearer is pretty iffy as well. I want Prismatic Runes Rulies. Guardian of the Guild Packs aren't as good. Bolts aren't as good. Yeah, I think we run it like this, to be honest. Raven Charm's still good because it can mix our graveyards. Let's run this and see how it goes. Alright, this hand, look, it's doable, you know? We've just named white on this. Of course, Skyfish is a good blocker, and it's good to bounce the Thread Inspector with. It's more of a grindy hand, though. I'm so glad Blood Moon doesn't exist in this format. I would just cry. Maybe this hand might be slightly too slow, but having Armadillo Cloak's pretty huge with the Wrathing Chrysalis. There it is, the sneaky snacker. A little bit late. Little bit late. We're named white. Just play the Thread Inspector. And hopefully we just draw some more lands now. The problem is the Armadillo Cloak has to go on the Wrathing Chrysalis because Everything else can kind of just die to bolt. Or 2 bolts. The old vampire's kiss, eh? Yeah, we'll just take it. Okay. I kind of want to play this outlaw medic now. Let's attack. The clue doesn't matter as much. Nah, I think it's still the core Skyfisher actually, because if we draw a land, we do both. If they want to bolt Threat Inspect, I'm fine with that. We just bounce the clue token or whatever, you know? We have to discard, do we? I think that's fine. I think we just discard a core Skyfisher, to be honest. Another snacker. Duress. Oh, my cloak. Not the cloak. Anything but the cloak. Please God, not the cloak. Oh, goodbye, my friend. Now this got a lot worse. It's definitely just 100% blocking if they're attacking. Yes, they can love it out, whatever, but we need to survive as long as possible till we get to something good. Oh, they're just tempering that. Makes sense. Can we please draw land, deck? Okay, that's not right. So we'll just play the Skyfisher and just bounce a land, play a land. This is not good though. And white again. And we're back to blocking duty. At least weather can be good if we can draw a bunch of land. Which we probably won't, but you know. It might be the buffer to get the Chrysalis out or get a gate going or something like that. Might even not play anything and just... Like, this is what they're doing. We're on 7. I might even just weather on their turn. Is that what we have to get lucky with? We're on 6. I don't think we can play another creature. This just... No lands, it ain't gonna do it though. Okay, we're just gonna pass. And like, keep up bolt or just crack a clue or whatever, but we're pretty close to just losing here. Even our just outs are probably like land armadillo cloak on the core Skyfisher, and that's just atrocious as well. I mean, yeah, we just block the snackers. Probably just gonna do better on the play anyway. Yeah, I think I just don't think this Weather Storm's going to get us there anyway. I think we just don't show them the Weather Storm, and then we just run it back. Yeah, or let's just run it back. This is not a good hand. Oh, it's all falling apart now. Not the mult 5, and they kept 7. Oh no. I mean, we'll keep this. What do we want to mull back? Probably the forest. Not even, I think we actually keep the forest. Let's undo that. Let's just go land. I want the relic as well. Let's just do that. Yeah, we'll play this. We'll name red with it. We'll pass. And then probably going to play the Relic of Progenitus first. So we don't get absolutely dumpstered by a bloody fairy on turn 2. Yeah. There it is, there's a Chrysalis. Yeah, let's just play Relic. Oh, do we risk it? It basically is only good if they have Grab a Prize. Maybe we just play this out first and stop the damage, and then we'll play Progenitus next turn. Mull 5's brutal. Like, if we didn't mull and we had 2 more lands in this hand, it's just like a very good hand. At least we chose right doing this. And honestly, if we draw a land, in some universe, if they don't go Swamp Duress, if we draw land, I might just put the cloak on this Outlaw Medic and then get double life. Double dog donut life. See, that's not what I wanted. Well, let's attack, because it's free. And then let's play a Relic. And then just pray that we draw a land, I guess. Yeah. Well, that wasn't a land. Oh boy, it was not a land. If we get the 4th chrysalis, we could be in business. Yeah, so we have to do it here now anyway. It's going to work well for us here because I want to draw a land, and that's not a land. Come on, deck. Just give me a land, please. Okay. Alright, let's just pass. We have Weather the Storm if they go crazy with spells, or we have a Thraben Charm to stop another fairy. What's this? Yep, fair enough. So we're probably just going to Weather the Storm end step here. Yes, for one, hopefully, yeah, they just drew something else. I mean, even just gaining 9 life here is pretty good. Come on. Oh, they didn't play another spell. Yeah, let's just gain 9 life. Hopefully it's the buffer that we need to get somewhere. Come on, land. Inspector, eh? Well, I'm just going to crack this now as well. Actually, yeah, because if it's a tap land, we need it. We need it in play, so we can Chrysalis next turn. Come on, deck. Not a Sacred Cat. Please, no, not a Sacred Cat. Oh, deck, what are you doing to me? At least we're on 20. It gets easier if we draw a Blade land. All right, a little bit flooded. That's okay. That's so good. 3 mana, deal 5, draw 2 cards. Seems good. Yep, you can take one of my Armadillo Cloaks if you want. That is fine with me. I think we have that many untapped lands anyway, really. Okay, well, let's just attack for 1, I guess. And then we'll keep up Bolt, I guess. Let's play the Sacred Cat. And I know I have this Raven Charm as well, so this card gets a lot worse now. Got 4 cards in hand. Really struggling to hit that 4th land. That's crazy. They're probably going to draw their other Duress before we are able to use this Armadillo Cloak. Hell, I'll take a Basilisk Gate, you know? Let's just play the Chrysalis. Maybe let's just get this Sacred Cat cooking. I mean, yeah, let's just attack. And we'll still get a Basilisk Gate because at least it makes a Sacred Cat have lifelink and attack with it and gain life and what have you. So, yeah, let's play this. The old Gatecreeper Vine. Yes, please. Get the Basilisk Gate. Play the Basilisk Gate. Okay, your turn. Your damn turn. Yeah, just at me. This is where it gets a little bit scary because we're on 12. I'm wondering even if we just draw a gate that we just put everything into the Sacred Cat. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. But let's attack. I'm going to play the Gatekeepers first because that just gains life. And Skullcrack is an uncommon. Yes, yeah, 2 or more gates, which I do have 2 or more gates. Yeah, haven't seen that card since Ravnica Block Instructor, have you? There we go. Now I feel a lot better, but still. Only got 2 cards left in hand now. Yep, bog away. Literally drawn like all my hate pieces, but just not enough lands, you know? Okay, we drew a land. So now we can actually do the gate. So let's go do this one first, and then we'll put everything into the Sacred Cat, so they can waste a burn spell if they want on that. And we have to do them one at a time though. That's the thing here. That's the ticket. Yeah, I don't really want to burn this Armadillo Cloak yet. So we'll sacrifice 1. Ability happens. I'll do it again. Ability happens. Just give it +2/+2. Alright, now I feel like we're in the driver's seat. Jesus. And then next time we should just be able to, you know, put the Armadillo's Cloak on and call it a day, but we'll see what they do. The old extract confession. Yep, that goes away for a long time. I mean, I still kind of feel fine with this, to be honest. Like, let's just put the Armadillo Cloak on this, and then let's go to town. Let's just go to town. That's interesting. I think, yeah, let's just do it like this, though. Put it on there. Then we'll attack with everything, and then we'll just play this Core Skyfisher. And let's pick up the Gatecreeper Vine so we can get another Basilisk Gate, really. Gain life. Play this. Pick up the gate. And be on my merry way. Yep. Yeah, it was very hard to get out of all these 8 pieces. I was lucky to get there in the end with it, though. Alright, we are on the draw again. I don't think we keep this hand. We need more... We just need more mana, really. This hand is arguably a little bit worse because of the land situation. We'll have to mull to 5, to be honest. We need like a Gatecreeper Vine. Oh, this is just atrocious as well. I'm not mulling to 4. I think we have to try and get a little bit lucky with the land. We'll keep this. Let's just bomb probably... I think we'll keep some interaction. But I think we'll do something like this for lands. And then we just pray we get a land. Otherwise, we just got a game 2. The first hand was like semi-keepable. We could have done, you know, red-white. But if we drew... We need to draw lands quite consistently. So... You got 2 draw steps to make things happen, really. Yeah. Alright. So now we can definitely get through. If we draw a land next turn, I think we're in an okay spot. If we're playing against Burn, we've got the Gatekeepers. You know, we can essentially, if we draw a land, we can go Gatecreeper Vine into Gatecreeper Vine into Destroy the Gatekeepers, bounce the Gatekeepers with the Skyfisher, but we have to get there. That's the problem. So we're just playing against Madness Burn again. So we have a good sideboard with this. It's just you through this turn. I think we're just unlucky how it kind of short up in the end for us. Yeah. This might just be a lost cause here. If we don't draw a land, I'm just going to concede. Because we're not going to win from this point of view. Yeah, let's just concede. There's no point playing that through. Especially because next turn they can flash back and they've got another sneaky snacker. Let's bring in Weathers. Let's bring in Relics. We'll take it out the Guardians. Prismatic Strands is still good, and the Bolt's a little bit worse as well. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Let's run this back. Just an unfortunate mulligan, really. This happened a couple times with us, but I guess we are only running 20 lands, and we want to kind of get there with the Gatecreeper Vine, so we need 2 lands in our hand. But yeah, it feels a little bit low. That's right. We'll see how we go now. This hand's good. It's got the gatekeepers. It's got the gatekeepers and the gate creepers, if you will. So that's what you want. And then yeah, we just go. We'll play the mana gate, name white, and then we'll play the citadel gate. Yeah, we just play this first. Everything's basically going to be naming white anyway. It's the name of the game. And this gate creeper farm will get a basilisk gate anyway. And we definitely need to call Skyfish and bounce to the gatekeepers to play again, really. So it's all coming up Millhouse, you know. Alright, that's good. Let's just play that. Let's name. It's just a Wrathing Chrysalis, and I'm not playing that straight away. Yeah, I'm kind of happy just naming green because we've got this double green here anyway. We'll pass, and the next time we'll play the Vine, get the Basilisk Gate, then go Gatekeepers, and then we'll just bounce it back and play an Outlaw Medic as well. So it's all coming up Millhouse. But yeah, we mainly need these 2 light sources. There it is. The Flame Breather. Okay. Yeah, let's play this. Name white. Play this, get the gate. And we might even, we still want the gate regardless. Because we might just Raven Charm that. We might just go Outlaw Medic, Raven Charm. Just to get that off, and then we can play this through the Gatekeepers. Just depending what they have, because if they have literally any kind of bolt, then there's no point doing it. Okay. So yeah, here we are going to go Outlaw Medic. I'll block that, that's fine. If they want to burn a Lava Dart on that, that's fine with us. Alright, so now let's just go Outlaw Medic. They could have a Fire Blast, but I'm quite happy with them just doing a Fire Blast on us. Yeah. If they want to burn 2 mountains to do this, that's fine with me. I'll just F6. Alright. The next turn we can go Gatekeepers, play Citadel Gate, and then we can actually Skyfisher and then replay the Gatekeepers. So we're going to be gaining a lot of life. And how it probably gets to the point where we can just Basilisk out into this Outlaw Medic and get in. There it is, the Sneaky Snacker. I think let's just add to the board for now. Yeah, they might just want to bolt this now. Yeah, it looks like that's what they do. Oh no, just to face. Okay. It's interesting to block. Well, we'll block that. I don't think they have anything else. Sacred Cat. So, we could play the Sacred Cat and the Gatekeepers, and maybe we just do that. But then again, we can play Core Skyfish and replay that. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just play this. Sorry, my cat's breaking cards. I think it matters as much. I think we just name red, so we have some extra red for the Wrathing Chrysalis, and let's play. Well, let's attack first. Gain 7. Then hopefully we can just get there. We'll attack with both, and then we'll just call Skyfish, return the Gatekeepers, play the Gatekeepers. And they seem a little bit land flooded as well, so makes me feel better. I mean, in terms of reach, it's what they probably want in their deck. Yeah, I'm wondering if this Fiery Temper's going. So if they're Fiery Tempering the Outlaw Medic, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a crap ton into this Outlaw Medic and probably just return the Gatekeepers, play the Sacred Cat, and then get in a lot with the Outlaw Medic. Yeah, well, they're fire blasting though. Me. They're fire blasting me. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just pile into this right now. And see if they got the bolt. They don't. It's kind of like better to honestly... Maybe just get the... So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe just get another gate, honestly. Nah, let's attack and we'll do Core Skyfisher, Sacred Cat, and then return the Gatekeepers. Alright, then we'll go white, colorless, play Core Skyfisher. Turn the Gatekeepers and then play a Sacred Cat. No lightning bolts in the bin, but this just allows us to then put stuff into the Outlaw-matic. I mean, they can definitely kill me, but we've gained a lot of life, and I'm going to gain a lot more life, depending what they do. Yeah, okay. And what's the last card? Epicure. Alright, now we're just going to just make this Outlaw-matic huge and the Sacred Cat huge. Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of getting at. We're just gaining way too much life. Run it back. Run it back. Alright, this hand is actually kind of keepable, actually. So we can just play this Gatekeeper Vine. We have an Armadillo Cloak. We might be able to put on a Core Skyfisher. I'm into it. A Tabland would be nicer, but we can't have it all, you know? If we drew a gate, that would be huge. The old Faithless Looting. Yeah, love Dart Snacker. Makes sense. Okay. I mean, I'll just go Lango. We'll play the Gatekeeper Vine and we'll just do a red-white land. Taps the following turn. I guess. They kept a dodgy land hand as well. Yes, they did. Okay. Well, I'm the same there, buddy. My hand's very slow. But I know what you mean. You can't go too down on the land count with them. Let's just get Citadel Gate, and it's definitely naming red white on our following turn. And if we can, so I might even let's just play this tapped. Name red. Can't do much else, we'll just pass. I actually kind of want to... Okay, we've got Epicure. And it's drawing 2, right? Third card, okay. See, now I've tapped out, what I might do is play the Core Skyfisher. Yeah. Play the Core Skyfisher, return the Gatekeeper Vine, and that can just get another Citadel Gate. We'll play the Spazless Gate, and then we'll go beep beep, play the Gatekeeper. And there might be some universe where I can put these Armadillo Cloaks on the Skyfisher. Just get another Citadel Gate. Alright, we'll pass. I'm happy for them to tap out to do stuff, because we've got plenty of other stuff going on. And they could also just be bolting this Core Skyfisher, to be honest. Yep. kind of want to double drop these Sacred Cats. Or even just playing one and then Raven Charm in their graveyard. I actually like that because then we don't have to deal with this Lava Dart. I like that idea. Don't have a lot going on, and then once we start getting this Sacred Cat going somewhere, I think we're going to be in a good spot. And then definitely not wanting to dart either, I can assume. So I do want to respond to this. Start the graveyard. Done. See if they want to... No, they don't want to Lava Dart. And that's their turn as well. So they can Fire Blast the Sacred Cat if they want to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We're almost close to... I might even just... Oh, that's good. I like the idea of keeping up the strand. So we can play this. Let's just name green because we might want to double do this Sacred Cat shenanigans. Let's just gain some life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the old Baneslayer situation, and then let's just play out this Sacred Cat, this other one. Play this little Sacred Cat and then pass. We've Bolt up, 2 Armadillo Cloaks. I'm feeling pretty good about this now. They don't really have the extra mountains to Lava Dart these Sacred Cats and getting rid of them. And where's that one going? It's going to win for me even if they target one of the cats. Yeah, they target one of the cats. All right. And shocking that cat. Okay, well, I'll just bring them both back. We can untap land, that would be great. We didn't, but that's okay. Let's just play another cat. The problem is they can have end the festivities, so let's just play out this one. And then we can crack a clue maybe end the turn if we want to. I think we just... I actually kind of want to crack this clue now. Because worst case scenario, if they want to do their thing in end festivities and I'll lose all the cats, that's fine. But I wouldn't mind drawing another land to make this Buzz Escape even better. I mean, that's pretty good as well. We'll just play Relic. Let's just play the other cat out. Screw it. If they have end the festivities, let it be, you know. They got 4 cards in hand. We'll keep the Thread Inspector and then we can just double Armadillo Cloak it and call it a day. Again, I'll probably just do one. One and then hold up Prismatic Strands, but you know. Flushing back Faithless Looting. That is fine. They had quite a stumbly hand this time round. Still no Lava Darts. Yeah, let's just chuck this one on and then we'll probably even just give a Sacred Cat the gate, to be honest. I don't think we need to go too crazy. They can Fire Blast this Raven Inspector if they want to, but we're gaining, yeah, a crap ton of life. Got them on a good clock. They get rid of all that stuff, it doesn't really matter. You know, we have all these extra draws, Prismatic Strands, another Armadillo Cloak. I have the feeling they're probably looking for end the festivities and they can fire blast my other creature. It's always in that you're in a good position though when they start trying to burn your creatures though. I guess that's a world where, yeah, they have the Fire Blast here, they have the Fire Blast, but they gained 7 life last turn and then they just burnt, yeah, they just burnt 10 damage to handle all my creatures. And then we just drew another Outlaw Medic, so I'm going to play the Outlaw Medic. And then I think I might just hold up Strands in this Relic. I might play the other Relic. Probably a good place to start. And let's just start exiling that graveyard, I say. It's very hard to win through all this lifelink. Yeah, so we'll just Prismatic Strands. Or we'll try to Prismatic Strands if they have another... If they don't have another burn spell, then they'll probably just concede here. Naming red, please. And then Casting Flame. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah. So now let's just go red, Lightning Bolt this. And let's do this first. Put one on, and then we'll put a cloak on. And then we'll gain 16 life. Yeah. I guess I could have just double Basilisk there anyway. Oh well, let's try another one out. We are on the draw. Again, the whole league we've been on the draw, which has just been crazy. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, sounds good. Just got our draw spells. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. Ways to draw. Of course, Skyfish is good. It's probably good against Terra anyway, especially if it's the blue version. So we'll just go this into this, and we're probably just going to play the core Skyfish to pick up the Thread Inspector, to be honest, unless they have a counter spell, which would be a bit sad, but... Oh, they got a blind flip. The old blind flip. So this core Skyfish, if it resolves now... Oh, here's another one. Okay. Okie doke. Yep, in you come. Nothing like Raw Dog and the Devil of Secrets, you know? Into a blind flip. Alright, just an Outlaw Medic. Let's attack. And then we'll play this core Skyfisher, pick it up. And the next turn, I mean, we'll just probably play this. Probably still name, I guess, red, because we still want the Chrysalis to be big. I'm still tempted to actually name white on it, to be honest. We still need another gate to really get things moving. And these Outlaw Medics can help pace out these Delver Secrets. I think we have to do green-white on that, to be honest. They might actually try and sleep that. Oh, that's, yeah, bouncing it back. I actually think we're going to need that now. Unless we're lucky we hit a land, but we're going to die to these Delvers otherwise. And if they followed up with a Terror, we're just done here. Hey. Sideboarding wise, we're definitely bringing in the Red Blast. I actually bring in the Standard Bearers because of the relics, obviously. Cast and Fire is kind of air. Red Blast and Standard Bearers are good. Alright, deck. What do you have for me? That is not exactly what I want. I will name white on this, and then let's just play an Outlaw Medic, because we might honestly just be doing a cloak and just trying to gain 6 life and outpace these bloody Insectile Aberrations. But now they can just have counter spells in their hand and we're just done. Thought Scour. And the Terror, mayhaps. Yeah, see, we're just like dead on board here. So you've drawn this core Skyfisher again, but all I need is literally counterspell. I kind of don't want to show them. Let's just play the Thrave Inspector and we'll play this core Skyfisher. They have multiple ways to like survive, but also to win this game now. But we'll just do what we'll do this and see what happens. Yeah, there you go. GG's. Blind flipping 2 Delvers will have that effect on people. So we want the relics in. The gatekeepers feel a little bit clunky. So the armadillo cloaks, to be honest, they can just get spell pierce, which is just brutal. The bolts aren't that good either, especially with the murmuring mystic. I actually like the standard bearers because they have those sleep cards and all the red blast, please. Yeah, and I think that's pretty good. I think prismatic strand is still good. I don't mind keeping like one armadillo cloak around, to be honest. You just see how it goes. Yeah, I'm happy with this. On the play is good. All right, so we won the die roll. Well, we didn't win the die roll. This is just what we have. This hand's good because of the gate creepers, and we have the Guardian of the Guild pack, which is pretty good. Now they've taken a mulligan. So you mana gate into gate creeper, and we're essentially just going to get another citadel and probably naming red white. So this is naming white. Pass, and then Basilisk gate creeper, and then to another gate creeper probably. Yeah, we just play the gate. Bing, bing, bing. Grab the citadel. Yep. And then now next turn we can just play another gate creeper, get probably another Basilisk gate now. If we are able to slam this Guardian of the Guild pack, it's very hard for them to win. But it's getting there, that's the thing. It's probably the last thing we're going to play against them, really. So, let's just play this. We'll get another Basilisk gate because it's cracked. And that's going to make the dream work. And then we'll play this, name red. Got our little defendables going. They seem to have a very reactive hand. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play out this Outlaw Medic likely. Play the gate. Try and just resolve this. And see how that goes. Yep, counterspell. Alright, now let's just play a Sacred Cat. Because now we can just sink stuff in and keep up a Thread and Charm or whatever. Brainstorming main, eh? Island cycling, and then, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going Island Terror, maybe? Yep, 7. That's fine. So we're just going to Thread and Charm this. Alternatively, we'll play land. I know the cloak will resolve now, and it might kind of be worth it just to chuck it on the cat. Now let's resolve the Guardian now. So let's play the Guardian first, and then we can Red Blast this. I'm getting with the cat. There's a world that I might not even have wanted to do that. Just keep the Red Blast open for the Armadillo Cloak potentially. Yeah, that's all she wrote. All right, let's try a game 3, eh? I'm not going to change anything. I think it's fine to keep one cloak around. Like I said, don't really want weathers, don't really want the gatekeepers. They're a bit clunky. Yeah, let's try it again. It sounds good. It's actually good. We'll keep it. So we've got our lands. We're going to go red-white first. Yeah, we'll play this, name white. Pass. Because it's probably a world we want to just red blast that, but we have lots of ways to get around that card. It's just a blind flip again, it's crazy. Just insane. I feel like once we get past this early game shenanigans, we actually are very favoured. So I actually might even Red Blast that now, to be honest. And they've pondered though as well. I think we kind of have to. So I'll play this, I'll name white. And then let's just Red Blast. You know this is going to resolve. Destroy this. And then next turn we can just try to play a Sacred Cat and then probably call Skyfisher. Or I guess even just Raven Charm. If I can stick around, and then better Counterspell, and then maybe play Chrysalis on the follow-up if we get an untapped land. Which again is unlikely. Yeah, these decks are just crazy. Yeah, so let's just go land, and then we're going to play the Sacred Cat. See if they want to counterspell that. They don't. And we're going to pass, because we're going to try and Raven Charm this Insectile Aberration. Yeah, let's try and do it now. They might have Spell Pierce or a Bounce, I guess. Which is 2 mana, I think. Yeah, they did the Spell Pierce. That's okay. I have a feeling they might have had the Spell Pierce. And now they can quite easily just play some kind of big daddy here. Yeah, there's the Serpent. There it is. At least we can block that relatively well. So here what I might do is play the Core Skyfisher, and if that resolves, pick up a land and play the land again. Or I could just try and Raven Charm again. I'm really worried they have another... What if what we do is we'll play this, and then we'll bounce a Sacred Cat and replay it again. And then we'll go to blocks mode. And then next turn, because now we have this extra tap land. We'll name white on that. Like we have this Raven Charm. We have Chrysalis. Granted, they can just do interaction here, but maybe, just maybe, we can get around this. Or, you know, if we can block the Insectile Aberration, then like play a Chrysalis. And even if we play the Chrysalis, at least we get 2 bouncing that. Let's just put on the bottom. Yeah, look, let's just block this Serpent. The problem is now they have Counterspell. Okay. I kind of like the idea of just playing all this stuff out again now. And get another gate. Let's do the gate first. Get a Basilisk Gate. Play the Basilisk Gate. Play the cat. And then let's just try on our turn to, I guess, just Raven Charm that. We're probably going to just use the Gatekeeper Vine and block the Serpent. Do I want to go to 6? That's the question. Puts me in a weird place. I think we just try and deal with it now, to be honest. If they want to use a Counterspell here, then at least we can resolve a Chrysalis. I definitely feel like they have a Counterspell. You have Dispel. Alright, well there's that one. So block that. Okay, there's Red Blast. So maybe let's cast this. Let's play this first. Oh, I don't have any more red, do I? So I can't do Red Blast in that. I was going to say if I had an extra red, then I could have played the Wrathing Chrysalis and then resolve that. Maybe what we'll do is let's just try and destroy this and just see what happens. Otherwise, just, yeah, so not Dispel. Okay, well, let's play this Guardian. And let's say can't remove that, but let's play this first because they're counterspelling it. All right, now they have 0 cards left. Let's block this Serpent. And then we'll just try and play this Wrathing Chrysalis. Hopefully they don't have a bounce spell. They have the bounce spell. Oh, they'd Sleep of the Dead. I mean, we couldn't do anything against that. They'd double Dispel. So that's lethal. There we go. All right. I mean, there's not much more we could have done there. Maybe you guys could have noticed a bit more, but yeah, that's okay. At least we get one chest. All right. Let's do a bit of a wrap up. All right, so just doing a little bit of a wrap up here. I like this deck a lot. I think it was really cool. It had a lot of legs, I think, against this current meta. We played against Burn, which was a lot, which is what we won against a lot. I think it was very much geared to beating Burn because we had these Gatekeepers main deck, which is pretty crazy. Besides that, it's a pretty standard Gates list. This green little splash with the Wrathing Chrysalis and stuff like that. I'd probably even maybe cut these Gatekeepers more, maybe put another Chrysalis. And the Guardian of the Guild packs are nice with these Armadillo cloaks, but they can sometimes be clunky as well if they're able to remove the creatures. So maybe it's more just a bit of a counterplay of how are you playing the Armadillo cloak, like we kind of did with that last Burn matchup, where it didn't really matter if they Fire Blasted because they're losing 2 mountains and not dealing 4 to our face. Like, still technically gaining life for us. So it's hard to know in that regard. The mana base is quite a lot nicer, I think, than the Jeskai build, because really it's just a white deck with a very small red and green pip splash. So even these lightning bolts didn't feel too crazy. Like, these could have gone away somewhere. They could have had some variant of a board wipe in the sideboard. You could have Electrickery or something like that for the faster decks, but I haven't really seen the rally decks around too much, and this deck is probably pretty geared to that anyway. I think we're pretty unlucky to lose against Terra in that last one. They had, double Dispel into the interaction in their graveyard to sleep my last creature to get the job done. I guess technically if I wanted to live, I could have just played the Chrysalis and then they would have attacked, but then I would have had to need to draw something for that that Delver pretty quickly. Yeah, besides that, I felt like this deck felt pretty good. I think, yeah, we'll probably cut the Gatekeepers. The Guardian of the Guild pack is such a nice card because it basically can be True Name Nemesis against a lot of the decks, but sometimes it just isn't. So like against Burn and stuff, they have the Sneaky Snackers. It's not as good. It can't get through a lot of stuff sometimes. So Pauper's getting more into the dual colors, 3 colors. So this Guardian of the Guild pack stuff gets a lot worse. It's probably hard to know if I'll change anything. There's a lot of sideboard cards around like the affinity stuff. So these Castifies and Dust to Dust. And I'm thinking about when we're bringing stuff and taking stuff in and out, maybe a bit more graveyard hate would be good. I think it might be a little bit hard to beat stuff like the Spy combo if we only got 2 relics in our sideboard, and everything else is kind of not geared towards it besides the Thraben Charms. So maybe some more stuff for that. But besides that, I think it's a pretty good build. Maybe just a couple adjustments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.